4 days of clinical in a row.
Okay, let's roll.
Somebody for my case study.
That's not one.
Ay, ay, ay.
Just kidding, guys. I'm home.
Yeah, in the fields this morning, in the fields. Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday morning, and this week I have had the most packed week for both my rotations and, well, pretty much just my rotations. This week I did not have class on Monday, and today usually I would have class on Wednesday, but I do not because of our community nutrition class. As you'll know, earlier in this semester, I did my community nutrition in UA athletics, but we are also in a master's class for community nutrition, and as part of our class, we were doing a project. And basically, different groups of our class got to go on buses to different counties that were surrounding Tuscaloosa County. And we did like a survey with a lot of the people going to different like food banks and food pantries out there to get some more information about the different food banks and food pantries. So it was really cool. It was really interesting on Monday. I had a great time, but that was basically my Monday. And then today is Wednesday, which means a different group is going out into their county today. So I was like thinking, and I was like, I have plans in a couple weekends to go to New Orleans to go see my friend. And I'm so excited about that. And wouldn't it be great if instead of a 2-day weekend, it could be a 3-day weekend? And then I was like, bring, idea. I'm going to ask to see if I can move one of my clinical days from that Friday to do it this Wednesday when I don't have class. So yesterday was Tuesday, which is usually the first day of the week that I go to my rotation. But this week, I'm gonna have 4 whole days of rotation. So Tuesday, today, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So super pumped about it. It's kind of like my first little feel into what it would be like to do like a whole week just working as a dietitian, which honestly is kind of daunting to me to think about like getting a real 9-to-5 job like every single day. But it's got to happen at some point. So that's what we're practicing this week. Yesterday was pretty run-of-the-mill. I was with a different preceptor this week, and this is my second week of my clinicals, my second clinical rotation. Second week of the second rotation. And so I'm with a different preceptor this week, and yesterday was really good. I did less people than I did Friday. I think I only charted on 2 people, but again, that's because I'm with somebody different. I'm learning her floor. I think that this week we are on like one of the medical ICUs, so very interesting. And yeah, which also I really need to be getting ready while I'm talking to you guys for my day of clinical today. It is 7:30 right now, and I need to be there at 8:15. But the rest of this week is probably going to be a little bit more productive because, number one, I need to go to the grocery store. Our lunch today is going to be quite a little bit of a hodgepodge because I ran out of sandwich supplies. But I'm also conflicted because this weekend is Easter weekend and I'm going home to see my family, but that's only for 2 days. So I'm like, do I really put off getting groceries just for 2 days? Or maybe I just need to be a little bit smarter about the groceries that I'm getting. I don't know. Another thing that I have to do is at the end of the day yesterday, I had a little bit of time to work on some of my assignments because for my clinical rotations, I do have assignments along with like what I just have to do every day while I'm at clinicals. And so I had a little bit of time to work on those, but I have 2, I think, that are due at the end of the week. So I either need to get them done in clinicals or afterwards when the day is over. And then I need to decide what I'm about to do about my studying for the RD exam because honestly, after spring break, I have still yet to start studying again. And I just don't know if I'm going to until like the school year's over because to be honest, I'm kind of in this little phase where I'm like, listen, I am just enjoying like dilly-dallying. I'm enjoying just having fun. Like this weekend, for example, I ran a half marathon. I went to a few bars afterwards. I drove to Birmingham to go to a fun movie theater. And then that night ate at one of my favorite places in Birmingham. The next day I went to a 3-hour-long baseball game where all we did was literally dilly-dally and like have a good time. And then after that went to 2 different dinners where I got double dinners, which was delicious. And I've just really been enjoying like hanging out with my friends because I'm very aware that like I'm graduating in May and I have 1 month, guys. Today, oh my gosh, wait, literally 1 month. Today is April 1st, which happy April Fools. I haven't tricked y'all about anything, but happy April Fools. I graduate on May 1st, which means I have exactly 1 month until I graduate, which is crazy. And the thing is, while some of my friends are going to be in town, like after graduation, at least for a couple months, not all of them will. And even the ones who are going to be here for a couple of months, I'm going to be moving in July, which means that I really need to just take every night and every second that I can get to hang out with them. And so that's the thing. It's like I get home for the day and it's like, yes, I probably do have time to study at least an hour for the RD exam, but why would I do that when I can either go hang out with my friends or get ahead on schoolwork so that I can hang out with my friends another day later in the week? You know what I mean? I just feel like I need to be like really capitalizing on this time. But then at the same time, it's like, well, I don't want to leave all of it until May and then be like struggling. Like we've talked about this, how some people, or like a lot of people, will treat it kind of like a 9-to-5 job, and they'll graduate and literally every day for hours every day they will just study. And like, yeah, I could do that. I don't think that that's the best learning method for me. So if I'm not doing it now, then it kind of scares me, because like, am I going to pass this exam on the first try? It's like $250 to take the exam. So I feel like that's not very good. If I have to take it again, I'm not trying to spend $500. So I don't really know. All I know is that I'm trying to have fun right now. So maybe today, since I saw my friends yesterday and this weekend, maybe today I'll have time to study. But then again, I have other schoolwork and other classes that I have to do. I have 2 online classes on top of the 1 in-person class that I have. For the 2 online classes, I have a paper for both. A paper due for both. Are you kidding me? But it's fine, because obviously it's school, and these are probably the last 2 papers that I'm ever going to have to write in my life, which is kind of mind-boggling. Like, guys, 1 more month of school. That's 4-5 weeks? Are you kidding me? What the freaking heck? I can't even believe that, actually. I can't even believe that. And all of it pretty much is going to be clinicals, because we go to clinicals until literally finals week, and then we pretty much graduate. So it's just kind of an insane concept to think about, if I'm going to be honest. But like, hey, we're here, we're living, we're taking in every second. And I feel like, all things considered, I've been doing a pretty good job of like really making the most of my time and everything such as that. But this week I wanted to take y'all through, because I'm going to be doing 4 days of clinical in a row. I want to show y'all if I get fatigued, if I get tired of it, if I'm like, gosh, maybe I don't want to do this as a job, though I think that I do. It's kind of hard in the healthcare field, because it's like, kind of depends on the hospital you're at. Some hospitals are newly renovated, and the hallways and the bedroom, like the patient rooms, are really nice. And some of them are really old and outdated, and they smell bad. And you also like are talking to people, and I love talking to people, but it can be really sad when the people are really sick. And like, I don't know, it's just kind of like a hard like field to work in, but that kind of just comes with the territory of like helping people and healing people. So I still think that I am like loving it, and I definitely want to do it for a job, but it definitely sometimes I'm like, wow, this is like kind of emotionally difficult. But okay, we are now ready to go. I've got on my cherry red scrubs today, and my lime, I guess this is like a lime green. It's kind of like a yellow. I don't know. The colors don't really match, but like, you can't really do that much with cherry red, to be honest. You really just can't. So I'm making the most of what I've got. And I will say that I am missing my Caribbean blue scrubs from my other hospital, but it's okay. It's okay. And I'll show you what I'm putting in my lunch today. It's different than what I have been having, because again, I really need to get groceries. And actually, what I'm bringing today is kind of what I had on my spring break road trip, is some extra snacks. Nothing really cohesive. It really is just me eating a bunch of different snacks. So first I'm putting in my 2 ice packs. And then I do have a couple things out of the fridge that I can bring. I have peach cups and carrots. These are my favorite little peach cups. I just absolutely love these. And then also I love these little carrot chips. So these are gonna be my fruit and my vegetable for lunch. Okay, so I'm gonna put these cold things on the bottom layer of my lunch box. And then I always like to put like a little buffer between the cold stuff and the not cold stuff, because I don't know, it just freaks me out a little bit. Okay, then for our carbs, we have Cheerios, and I might not eat all of these, but these are options. We have colored goldfish, and we have pretzels. Also have some pistachios, so that's another little salty snack. Then as for bars, I also have a wide selection based on what I'm feeling. We have the Chewy bars, love these, Nutri-Grain Strawberry, grew up on these, Nature Valley Crunch Bar, and Chocolate Bounty Cook Bar. So all of those options for throughout the day if I'm feeling hungry on the go. And then last but not least, I have some raisins, and I have one of these like fruit strips. So that is what is going in the lunch today, which is, you know, not the best. I already filled up my water bottle. We're actually doing really good on time this morning. But I'm gonna stick this in this little pocket of my lunchbox, which this lunchbox I got from an event for like the College of Nutrition, and it says, "I'm sorry for what I said when I was hungry," which y'all know I get so hungry so fast, and honestly, like I kind of shut down when I get hungry. So this is very applicable to me. I try not to show the side with the words when I'm at work. I try to put it on my shoulder like this, you know, looking a little profesh. And I could bring my other lunchbox. I have this one, which is like striped, and this is from Scout, and I do really like this one, but I just feel like we're already wearing cherry red, you know, we're already wearing like a colorful undershirt, so I'm not gonna add this into the mix. And if I have black on this side and black on this side, I'm like, that is kind of professional. And of course I have a jacket in here because even with this long sleeve on underneath, I will still get pretty freaking cold. Now, I just need to start the dishwasher because that is all full. And then, oh, I don't have time to take out the trash this morning. But, well, let me start this. Okay, we are actually gonna do the trash today. Sorry the dishwasher is loud, but, oh! Okay, any leaks? Nope, don't need to double bagger, which I have had to be doing recently, is double bagging if something is like ripped open. But this seems good today, so we're gonna put her over here. And my cardinal rule is I always put a new trash bag in. I do not wait until later. I do not wait. I have to do it immediately because otherwise I am that person that will just not think and then drop like a banana peel into the garbage can that has no bag. I won't even look. I'll just expect one to be in there. So always have to replace this ASAP. This is kind of a little adulting vlog, isn't it? Okay, let's roll. Oh, that dumpster was totally way too full and disgusting, which is why we're about to put on some freaking hand sanitizer. Whew, okay, we are about to drive to work, and we are about to have a good old 8.5 hour day, maybe even 9, depending on what my preceptor has in store for me, but should be a good time. Let's crank up the car and get out of here. All right, y'all, if you saw my first vlog from my first week of this clinical rotation, you saw that I literally went through like in detail what you do hour by hour as a clinical dietetic intern. So if you're really interested in exactly what your day might look like if you're going to be an intern in this capacity, then go check that video out. But for now, I'm just going to give you guys a little rundown about what I do in a day. So I always start my day by coming in and logging into my computer. I have a student login, and this week I'm on an ICU. It's a different ICU than I was on last week, but it's still an ICU, so it functions the same way, which means that basically there are a lot less people than the other floors because they have a lot more acute care and acute problems going on. So I come in and my preceptor basically gives me people that she would think that I would be good to kind of do my notes on. But the first thing that I do is I actually look up every single person in the ICU. All, like, I don't know how many beds there are. I think there are like 16. I go and I look up all 16 beds. I look up and see if they had any changes overnight from last night. I look and see any of the updates so that I can be up to date when we go up to rounds. Then I will say we kind of figure out who my people are going to be after we go on rounds, but we just kind of see. So after I look up all 16 people, then it's about 10:30, and that's when I go up to rounds. So me and my preceptor, we go around with the doctor, with the physical therapist, with the nurses, with the pharmacist, with the speech language pathologist, everybody that is involved with treating patients. We go on rounds together, and we basically discuss what's going on with each patient. And then, like I said, after that is when we decide which patients I'm going to take for the day, which ones my preceptor think that I can handle, because even though I've already done a whole clinical rotation, this is kind of new territory for me. I haven't done this in a while, so she wants to make sure that I'm not going to be overloaded with the day. So I got my people who I was going to be on, and then it was time for me to go see them. And usually in the ICU, not everybody is conscious, which means that a lot of times I will just be going to either talk to the family members, or if it's a follow-up, I'm just going to see, like, is their tube feed running? What is the pump set at? Is their TPN going? Anything like that, and talk to their nurse about details about, like, if they are on, like, a PO diet, if they can eat, how much they've eaten, and things like that. Then, after I've seen all my patients, that is when I come back down and sit back at my computer, and then I start charting on them. And so basically how I chart on them is I go through and I just write down all the information that I've learned, all the pertinent information. And usually an initial assessment for like a new patient is going to take a lot longer. But in the ICU, we don't have a ton of those. Most of them are just follow-ups, so they don't take all that long. But I just put in everything that I learned. I do the follow-up notes, and then after every single one, my preceptor will come over and check them off for me just to make sure that I didn't miss anything. All my labs and meds look good, and everything is basically up to par. And somewhere in between that, I go and get lunch, and also sometimes she has people on different floors. So my first preceptor really only saw people in the ICU. This preceptor sees ICU patients and some on other floors depending on the loads of the other dietitians, like if they need her help. And so sometimes I do get additional ones of those in the afternoon to go see. But yeah, that was pretty much my day today. And this is basically what every day this week has looked like. Like all Tuesday, Thursday, everything, because it's pretty much the same formula every day, which I do like the routineness, but it's also a little bit different because obviously the patients that you're seeing are different. So yeah. And I will say I did actually have some time today to work on my major case study, which is going to be due at the end of the rotation, but I wanted to go ahead and start on it now. Also, I worked on a couple other assignments or just got them started so that I know kind of where I'm going with them, because yes, for my clinical rotations, I do have assignments on top of these. So that's kind of what I was working on today, and I felt really lucky that I got to do that, which if you see me on my own personal laptop, that is why. Okay, guys. Oh, we are done for the day. Oh my goodness. It honestly went by really quick today, and I only did 4 patients total, but I took notes on everybody in the ICU, and we spent quite a good bit of time in the ICU, seeing patients and going on rounds. So that took up a good bit of time today. And then also the people that I was doing assessments on were pretty complicated. So they could be good nutrition, or they could be good case study people, which I need to be I need to choose somebody for my case study basically already. I can't believe I haven't done that already. I have a couple good candidates, or one specific good candidate, but I was kind of going to see if there was somebody who seemed a little bit better, but whatever. We're off now, and now I have to decide what I'm about to do. I really think, what I'm thinking, the only thing I can think about is food. And all I can think about is what I'm going to eat and if I need to go to the grocery store. Because honestly, my snack lunch today, it was good. It was good. It wasn't bad. But maybe I should just go ahead and go. I just don't really feel like going to the store right now. What I feel like doing is what I did last night, which is texting my friends and being like, hey, who wants to get dinner and go out tonight? And I know that one of my friends is going to Wine Wednesday at Galette's tonight. So I'm like, do I go and meet her at Wine Wednesday for some time? I don't know. So we're going to see. Indecisive. Okay. Here's the deal. I'm going to text my friends. I'm going to be like, what are y'all doing this evening? And then depending on that, I'm going to stop at the grocery store and then get either just lunch stuff or stuff for lunch and dinner today and tomorrow night. So let's go. Okay, update. I'm going to Publix and I'm going to see what looks good. I always think they're not going to have the bagels that I like, but it's always the smallest little section because I guess nobody gets whole wheat bagels, but I love these. And then I also got some bread, which this is the hardest part, is I'm gonna be gone for 2 days. I can always bring some of this stuff home with me and they'll be fine. So usually I always get fruit, but the people at the food bank on Monday gave me a ton of raspberries, so I don't need to get anything. Bananas, on the other hand, are a must-have always. I had to go back in because I forgot what I need tonight. Pasta sauce. Which I swear that's the worst feeling, is when you forget something and you're in the parking lot at the grocery store and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to go back in right now because it wouldn't make any sense for you to like not go back in, of course. Oh, but we did it, and I ended up knocking that bread because I actually think I have enough bread to make sandwiches for tomorrow and the next day. But we basically just like re-upped on some breakfast items that will last until next week. And then I have something in mind for dinner tonight. And then I think that tomorrow I might head back through the grocery store really quick on my way home from work tomorrow to get some salmon for my salmon salad, which I'll have the next 2 nights. That's my plan right now, but we'll see. But yes, now let's go home. No, like 100%, like 100%. And like even just making connection, like obviously like we know all of the medical things, you know, but now I feel like I'm actually able to like you said, like connect the dots. Oh, you didn't know it was. Wait, what do you mean you talked to him then? Yeah. I think it's crazy when you're like walking down the hallway and then all of a sudden somebody, it's 40 hours a week. Yeah, she does. She'd be on campus. Wow. Okay guys, I just finished dinner and now I meant to just change into scrubs like when I got home, but now I need to go look over this basically project report type thing that is due tonight. When I told y'all we went on Monday to go to those food pantries, we basically had to do with this project, but kind of like it's related and unrelated in the same way. But I need to look over this. I'm the last person in my group to look over it, and then I need to submit it. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And then I will change into comfy clothes. Okay guys, I submitted that assignment and I texted my group mates on it and we finished it, which I'm so happy about. They really pulled through today because today, as y'all know, I was supposed to usually be in class, but we didn't have class this week. And so while the other group was at their like county outside of Tuscaloosa, we had the day off to do what we will. So I did an extra day of clinical so that I can take off next Friday, but the other people in my group didn't. So they were working on it today and like finalizing it, and like so thankful for them because they are so amazing and finishing it and everything like that. So I just basically cleared it to go, looked over spelling, grammar, AMA citations, everything like that, and submitted it. Now it is still sunlight outside, which is really amazing to me. Like I think every year, you know, you kind of forget after winter, it's like there's gonna be time when the sun is out again and when it's like nice, and it really is nice right now. It's 6:30 and the sun has not set. It's still like high in the sky and I am just so happy. So I'm sitting out here on my porch and I'm just deciding whether I want to either just watch a show or finish one of my assignments that I was working on today at the hospital. But tomorrow I am getting off a little bit early, probably around 4 instead of 5. So I will also have time to work on assignments tomorrow. And I kind of do just want to watch a show right now or watch a show for a while and then go do work in my bed later. But whatever I do, I'm outside and I'm enjoying this fabulous weather. You can see like the sunset and the reflection right now, but it's still got a good ways to go. So anyways, we're outside, we're enjoying the night, and sadly not meeting up with any friends and not going to Wine Wednesday, but there's always next week for that. So I'm gonna watch the show and enjoy my time. I mean, how cute is our little bistro table with my little laptop set up? Like, oh my gosh. Okay guys, update, no work was done and only fun was had. I have just been like watching YouTube and also like shows and having a great time. So some nights you just need that, you know what I mean? And then I just now decided to wash my hair, even though it's a little bit risky late at night because it might not be dry by the morning time, but I felt like that it needed it. Also, it is looking like it's wet right now, right? And it's looking so like kind of wavy more than curly as it has been recently. And I don't know if y'all can tell how long it is, but I'm debating if I need to get it cut before I take my graduation photos. I don't know, but I washed it tonight, so it'll be clean for the morning and the rest of the week. And I might go for a run tomorrow morning. I have not decided yet. As y'all know, I ran my half marathon this past weekend, and so I'm trying to give myself some time to like rest and recover and relax. Like I'm kind of having an inkling to run, but also saying this out loud right now, I'm like, no. So we're gonna see what the vibe I'm feeling before I go to sleep and when I wake up tomorrow morning. But I'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning, it's Thursday and I am ready to have a fantastic day. I woke up at like 6 this morning, which to be honest was not early enough to go on a run. Like I might have been able to, but I'm not trying to feel rushed, okay? That's not part of the recovery process. So instead, I just decided to sit in bed and do work for like an hour. And now it is finally almost 7, which means that I'm about to basically eat breakfast and start getting ready. Probably should have started about 10 minutes ago, but I got distracted looking at different stuff on my laptop because I am a really slow eater. Like I eat slow, so breakfast usually takes me quite a minute in the morning, but I have my bagels again, so maybe it'll be quicker because I'll be like, oh yum, bagels, I need to eat them up, blah, 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 blah. So anyways, let's go to the kitchen, make breakfast, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I may not talk to y'all because recently I've been on my rewatch of Hannah Montana, okay? And here's the thing. I used to be a Hannah Montana stan growing up, okay? Hannah Montana was one of my favorites. And so with this little 20th anniversary coming up, I've been rewatching the show. And I have not watched the anniversary yet because I genuinely want to just like have the full experience for myself, okay? So like I'm on season 3, episode 4. So I've come quite a long way. And the reason also that I'm having time to watch this is because if y'all know, I usually watch a lot of things in the background while I'm doing other stuff. Like, for example, I'll get my podcasts in while I'm like on a run but that's only if I'm like bored and I don't listen to headphones. I'll just have it like on my phone watching it, or I'll watch a video while I run. And then like while I eat all of my meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I like to be watching something in the background. While I'm cooking, I like to be watching something, like all the different things like that. So it's not like I've been like sitting and actually like watching. It's just been a couple weeks of me like having it on, and I've been absolutely loving it. And now that we're in season 3, that means that it's almost time for the movie to cut in, which I have looked online. I was like, when do I watch the movie while I'm in the season? And online says that there's not really a great point because it's not cohesive with the show actually, and the love interests kind of conflict. So, but I think it said somewhere in the teens, so I'm gonna have to look that up again, but we're only on like episode 4 of this season. So I'm gonna watch that this morning while I'm making breakfast. So let's go.
You just come here, you big old slice of Southern fried wonderful. Hey, just make sure you take your cell phone with you in case I need to get a hold of it.
Okay guys, I'm dressed and I got way too sidetracked for time. I need to make my lunch in like maybe 2 seconds flat and fill up my water bottle and be out the door. So let's go do that right now. Okay, let's get out of here. It is such a beautiful day outside, like literally gorgeous. This makes me think, I'm like, okay, runs need to start happening again. I know it's only been a few days since my race, but I need to start running soon because it feels so nice outside. Okay, I'm having lunch outside. Thank goodness. I love getting to just like get out of the building, even if it's just for a little bit of time. And it's so nice out here on this like balcony type thing. And I'm excited to have my lunch. If y'all didn't see earlier, we have a sandwich, of course. We have some goldfish and pretzels that I didn't finish yesterday. Cookies, obviously. We have some bars, some carrots, and some peaches, but I'm gonna leave my bars in the bag. And I haven't even had to have a snack yet today. Usually I do, but not today. And today is going well so far. So we went up to the ICU and did our rounds there, and then I went ahead and charted on one person, but the other 2 people I had to hold off on. Well, one of them I just have to calculate tube feed recommendations for. I was going up to see if they had a family member upstairs that I could speak to, but they did not. And so I did one note, like full assessment, and then the next thing that I need to do is like when I get back I need to calculate those tube feed recommendations, and then after that I am giving a diabetes education in the ICU. So those are the 3 things that I have to do for that. But also when we get back, I think I've already taken notes on the other floors, because we don't just see the ICU, we also see like the other floors. So I already took notes on the people that I need to take notes on for those floors. And so when I'm done eating, probably I'm going to be ready to go upstairs with my preceptor, which also me and my preceptor are twinning today. She's also wearing black long sleeve under the red scrub. So we're totally twinning. It was meant to be. And yeah, I'm going to go up to the other floors, going to see those patients, and then probably just going to do charting as fast as I can for the rest of the afternoon, because my preceptor is actually leaving today by 4, which should be anyways, because we get here at 8, but usually we leave at 4:30 or 5, but today she's leaving by 4. So that means that we need to get our stuff done like ASAP. It's windy out here. But yeah, that's my day. It's been going good so far. And now I am really ecstatic to take a bite out of the sandwich. Okay, I scarfed down that sandwich so quick, and I've been texting my friends about them being home for Easter weekend, so I'm really excited to see them. But now it's time to go back in, and like I said, I think we're gonna go up to the floors, and then the rest of the afternoon I'm gonna spend charting. Okay guys, we just got off for the day. It is 4:02. I think it's kind of funny. They were like, yeah, you can get off early today because like your preceptor's leaving early. I still worked an 8-hour day, but I guess it is early compared to the like 8.5, 8.75, 9-hour days, 9.25 hour days that I've been doing. Again, it's okay. I'm just like paying to be here, you know. I'm not like getting paid to do this, so you know, totally fine. But we are off, and it is a lovely early 4 p.m. So what I am about to do is I'm about to go to the store, and I am about to get some salmon to make the dinner that I was talking about tonight, because all of my friends have now left for spring break. And like my roommate, she switched her clinical days, so she went on Monday instead of tomorrow, so she's already gone back home. Another one of my friends that's not in my clinicals has gone home, and like I said, I'm texting everybody right now about Easter plans, which sounds so funny, but I guess like Easter is just one of those things everybody like goes home for, or a lot of people do if you're generally close. But anyways, don't have anybody to eat dinner with, so I'm gonna go get some salmon salad, fix things for myself. I'm gonna show you my favorite salmon salad recipe, and honestly, maybe when I get home I might go on a run, because I'm kind of feeling it. It feels nice outside, but it is kind of cloudy, and I can't tell if it's gonna be like rain or just like, I don't really know. But let's go to the grocery store, and these people are probably going to see me 3 times this week, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, because I'm only going to get 1 piece of salmon, because I'm not sure about my dinner plans for tomorrow. So that's the plan, that's the deal. And oh, now I can't think, because now I'm like, okay, I think I have salad stuff in the fridge, but I don't think it's good anymore. Ugh. Ay. Okay, I'm gonna think on it. We're having the exact same issue that we had yesterday, but it's okay. I'll probably see y'all at the grocery store. Just kidding, guys. I'm home. I called my mom on the way home, and I was like, Mom, I'm in a predicament. I am like paralyzed. I feel like I cannot leave like the hospital parking lot right now without knowing if I need to go to the grocery store or not, because like my friends, we might get dinner tomorrow after I get home to Birmingham, or we might not. And my mom was like, well, perfect that you should ask, because there is a backup plan of like a already prepped meal that I could have tomorrow night. So then I was like, okay, perfect. So I just need to figure out something for tonight. So basically the conclusion is I just need to like go out to like pick something up for myself tonight, whether that's like sushi or I don't know, something. I don't know what I'm in the mood for, but it is now 4:21. We're home. And guys, I think I kind of want to go for a little easy 3-mile run. I am hungry right now, but I think I'm just going to have like a banana and maybe like a granola bar. And then I think we're going to get our butts outside, because I, number one, want to enjoy this weather. And number two, I feel like it's time to get our legs, you know, going again. It feels so good to be running again. Oh my gosh. I'm just going super duper easy, enjoying this day, staying in the bottom of zone 2, and it feels good. That's mile 1. Okay guys, I decided to turn around early. It's a little muggy out here, and to be honest, I just felt like turning around. And this isn't supposed to be a serious run. This is just me getting back on my legs. Probably 2 miles on the day, and I love that because no pressure. So yeah, we're turning around and we're headed back towards home. And I just hit mile 2, which means that we are done with this super easy peasy run. It is certainly a warm day outside, and it is certainly
pretty muggy and pretty humid.
Okay, y'all, I got back from my run. I took a shower, which usually I eat before I shower, but it's just like, it's like muggy outside. So I showered and now I am about to go and get some sushi. That is on the menu for dinner tonight. And I'm gonna eat it while I watch a little show, but I am now ravenous. So let's go and get some dinner.
We got the goods and a miso soup.
Good morning, y'all. It is the next day. Today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday, TGIF, because oh my goodness, I feel like I've been working for forever and a half, which, like I said, this is going to be a longer week because usually I don't work more than 2 days in a row at the hospital and more than 3 days maximum. So even though this is only one more day than usual total, I am only used to working 2 days in a row at the hospital. So I feel like it has been forever this week, but also I feel like this has been good for me. So overall good. This morning I woke up at 6, did not go on a run, but to pack my stuff for going home this weekend. So, and I just remembered I am going to need a dress for Sunday. But yes, I'm getting ready right now. I'm about to go eat some breakfast. And also I spent the morning sending voice memos to one of my best friends from high school. She is studying abroad right now and I have missed her so freaking much. And anyways, I just miss her and can't wait to be able to call her. And I can't wait for her to come home this summer so that I can see her. But also I want her to keep having like a fantastic time. So anyways, yes, I'm starting to get like so hungry, but I needed to pack, so this is good this morning. This is also not one of my favorite shirts, but she'll do. At least it doesn't look too crazy against the red, you know? We've got a little maroon action going on. There's a little red in it, it's like little stripes. But anyways, this is the fit today. I don't know if I'm gonna wear my hair up or down. It's kind of feeling like an up day, but then also I'm like, okay, that looks okay down. I don't know, maybe we'll throw in a claw clip. Who could tell? So I'm gonna go eat some breakfast. And then we're gonna pack up the car because I might not leave straight from work. I might stop by the apartment first before I leave, but because we have to run the dishwasher today and we have to take out the trash before we leave because my roommate is also gone this weekend. So, okay, breakfast, let's go. Okay, guys, I ate breakfast, I packed my lunch, and I am ready to go, but it is 7:45, so we have got to get a move on, and y'all, y'all know I'm rewatching Hannah Montana, and I was like, when do I watch the movie in the series? And something said that you watch it between season 3, episode 12 and 13, so I just started watching it this morning, and oh my gosh, like, in the feels this morning, so sad that I have to turn it off and pause it, but like I said, I just watched things on the move, and now we've got to go to rotation, so let's go hop in the car and get going. Okay guys, I'm sitting down for lunch both days this week. I've been like the first person to like come outside and like sit out here on the balcony, but then yesterday more people followed, so I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know, like it's a beautiful day outside, it's not too hot, and there's like shaded parts, so I don't know what the deal is, but love being alone, that's amazing. And I forgot my AirPods. Gosh dang it. Well, if I'm alone out here, I can just play a little YouTube video. Obviously nobody will mind because nobody's out here. But this morning, basically, we went up to the ICU. We did ICU rounds. And honestly, I don't know. I was feeling in a little bit of a slump right when I got here, like when I was looking up people before going on rounds. And I think it's because I was feeling a little hungry for some reason. Like I ate breakfast. For breakfast, I always have like a whole grain bagel with cream cheese. I have 2 eggs plus egg whites, and then I have like half of my plate, or maybe a quarter of my plate be like fruit, and then I always have like Fairlife chocolate milk. And I don't know why, when I got in the car to drive here, I was already hungry, and so I don't know if that was a little bit of part of me being like low, because like right now I am starving. So I'm basically about to eat a whole bunch of food, and I'm really excited about it. Okay guys, update. I got off of work. I got off about 4:30 and then I drove home and I just got the rest of my stuff packed. So I have one backpack on my back and I always feel like going home I have way too much stuff for just a weekend. But it's like I need clothes for church, and then I need like all my school stuff. So I have one backpack here, and then I have a second backpack, and then I have a third bag, which I got this for free at the Ferg from one of our little, it was like Chula is like a store that's in there, and I love Chula, and it's just their bag, and it's literally like cute. Hello, I've never had a bag like this. So yes, I'm about to go and drive the hour back to Birmingham home for the weekend. I'm so excited right now. I don't know how much more I'm going to update you guys this weekend. I hope that this was somewhat of an entertaining vlog, or at least it just showed you a little bit about like what my week looked like. My week looks like doing clinical, even though this week I did like 4 days in a row instead of like 3, or instead of like 1 and then 2. But anyways, next week we will be back to our regularly scheduled program. And I really feel like this was just like the most mundane, like adulting vlog ever. Like I feel like I did nothing fun. But next week, don't you worry, we have senior night at one of the bars. We also have some other fun things with my friends. So I'm super excited about next week. And yeah, I guess I'll just end it here. I hope y'all enjoyed this vlog. I hope that it was helpful talking about clinical, and I'll see y'all in the next one.